It's the WP Minute. This episode is brought to you by the WP Minute. Join, become a member for $79 a year at buymeacoffee.com/MattReport. Support independent WordPress news and content like the WP Minute at buymeacoffee.com/MattReport. On today's e-commerce minute, hosted by Dave Rodenbaugh of Recapture, he'll take us down the quick path to fast demise. All of that and more coming up right now.
Hello and welcome to the WP Minute e-commerce show with me, Dave Rodenbaugh. Here's the must-know news this week in e-commerce. One-click checkout provider Fast, headed by Domm Holland, shut down unexpectedly this week after attempting to secure a down round of funding to deal with their financial obligations. What obligations, you might ask? Well, according to the pitch deck leaked online, their monthly burn rate was over $10 million for their over 500 employees. And to top it off, their company was making about $50,000 a month or $600,000 a year. That comes to around $1,200 per employee. These stats are pretty depressing for a company of that size and certainly must be frustrating to the investors who put in over $100 million over several rounds. The news came fast, and along with it, a barrage of folks linking to articles that point out Domm's shady past. In 2010, Domm purchased a domain that would be useful to the Australian airline Qantas, and then redirected traffic from it to a direct competitor. By way of threat, he sold the squatted domain to Qantas for 1.3 million Australian dollars. After that, he started the Uber of towing and ended up $15 million in a legal dispute about cars that no one cared about. Holland threatened to release the private bank account and driver's license data of 21,000 drivers they had collected. When the Australian Supreme Court refused, he shut down the company with no notice to any of its employees and notified them via text message. Not content to cause problems in his own country, he moved to Silicon Valley and started Fast in 2019, a one-click checkout competitor to Bolt, Apple Pay, Shop Pay, and others. He hired a team of contractors from Nigeria to build the initial version of Fast and acquired funding for it. 3 months in, he fired all his Nigerian contractors and took full credit for their work in subsequent press releases, again, with no notice. These are only some of the stories that came from this very chaotic startup. In the last few months, Domm's social media account has been uncharacteristically quiet in comparison to the last year as they went on a hiring spree. When word leaked about his financial problems, the startup went to an abrupt death spiral and imploded here on Tuesday, April 5th. Some of the 500 employees found out about the troubles while attending the Shop Talk conference in Las Vegas, Nevada. Salespeople and project managers found their corporate credit cards stopped working mid-conference. As they started asking coworkers what was happening, the word got out and there was a brief attempt to shop the company and save it. Given Domm's chaotic and troubled history, it's not surprising he was unable to secure any funding under those circumstances. My heart goes out to all the employees who lost their jobs in such a demeaning way. Fast destruction puts the future of one-click checkout into some doubt. Originally a feature patented by Amazon, once the patent expired, a number of competitors have sprung up in the space, including Bolt, Rally, and our own WP-based solution, PeachPay, that has been funded by the good folks at WooCommerce and Automatic. In other news, the competitor Bolt has acquired a crypto startup for $1.5 billion, according to the Wall Street Journal today. This could be a signal of a pivot in the space given Fast's quick and painful demise. Crypto buyers and sellers both suffer from terrible experiences in the checkout process, from the exchange to using it directly in the real world. This appears to be a step in changing that experience for the better. That's the e-commerce wrap for this week. Have something you want us to cover about in e-commerce? Tweet us at the WP Minute and we're on it. This is Dave, signing off until next time.
Thanks, Dave. Thanks you, dear listener, for tuning in every week to your favorite 5 minutes WordPress news in both audio and email format at thewpminute.com/subscribe. Support the show by buying us a digital coffee at buymeacoffee.com/MattReport. Thanks for listening today. We hope you enjoy it. Like Dave said, if you have some news or stuff you want us to cover, tweet at us at the WP Minute. And we'll see you in the next episode.